Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Tay. This is Kellie. Today we're going to talk about some of the issues here at LVKO. A lot of problems at the event. I'll let Kellie take it from here.
I think all of that is wrong, but it's the clickbait.
We are here at Las Vegas Kendama Open. It is April 20th, 420, blaze it. And yeah, we're having a great time. It's been phenomenal so far. It really has.
Awesome. What are you most excited about for LVKO?
Honestly, the vibes. I know it's a corny answer, but also like this is. I mean, listen to this. Here, you listen.
All right. Beginning division is starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's a lot of fun out here.
Hey there, it's Kellie, that one friend who would probably hug a bear if given a chance, and I'm beyond excited to bring you this very special episode. In this 2-part finale, you'll get to hear the voices of our community, recorded live amidst the energy and excitement of LVKO. From deep discussions about whether cereal is a soup or what the essence of community is, every conversation was a gem. Being able to connect with so many wonderful people in our community face-to-face was incredible. Hearing your stories, laughing together, and our shared love of Kendama filled my heart with so much joy. It was truly a reminder of the spirit and vibrancy of our community. This first episode captures the lively atmosphere of LVKO. We delved into what makes Kendama special to each of you, and the insights and stories were truly touching. Our final episode, recorded at the Sunday Park Jam, is packed with even more of your favorite people and their incredible stories. I want to thank every single person who stopped by the Squawk Box. Your voices made this experience unforgettable. Make sure to listen to the end of the podcast to hear who all joined us for these chats. Very quickly, I also want to shout out our audio editor, Ray, who came with us to LVKO for the recording and has done the amazing work of weaving all of our voices together for us. We appreciate you, and you are our favorite goblin. And without further ado, grab your kendama and join us as we relive the wonderful moments from LVKO.
Hi. I would love it if you could introduce yourself. And is cereal a soup?
My name is Jacob Crawford.
My name is Rhea Smith.
My name is Zach Fernando.
My name is Legally Taylor Craig. I go by Tay.
My name is Victoria, and cereal is a soup. It's a liquid with solids in it, and you eat it with a spoon. It's a soup. It's a soup.
My name is Cody Bates. I don't know if cereal's a soup. No, it's not a soup. Like, our noodles a soup, but I suppose cereal could be an ingredient. If you call the cereal and the milk together, I think that could be a soup.
I think so.
It seems divisive.
Maybe someone wouldn't think that because it's just so easy to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, even ramen's easy. And
it is. Ramen is a soup. I have also, like, taking a bath, human soup.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I like how it took you a second to be like, what? No.
I heard human soup and
Cereal is not a soup.
Not a soup. Is it not enough ingredients to be a soup?
No, there's plenty enough ingredients. I think it's more temperature based.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cereal is a cold soup. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Nice. Okay. Is there something that you were looking forward to about LVKO before you got here?
Well, that already kind of happened. Ended up playing disc golf with Matt Sweets yesterday.
That's awesome. How'd you do?
He beat me. He beat me.
Do you play often?
I do, actually. I found Kendama through disc golf.
Oh, that's cool. I know the overlap is pretty big.
Yeah.
Is there a thing in disc golf that relates to Kendama?
Sometimes you have backups at tournaments.
Yeah.
So pulling out the kendama, stay warm and loose, not freeze up.
Yeah. I play regular golf, and what I've noticed they both have in common is touch, like learning feel. and understanding how hard to throw something, how quick you need to like flick your wrist, right? Like that type of thing translates really well from golf to kendama also.
Yeah.
Most excited for, competing. I'm just doing open, so that's always fun. And then also just seeing everybody here, just hanging out, just seshing, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think the freestyle. We have a lot of heavy hitters out here today, so I'm really excited to see everyone do their best.
Yeah, freestyle is one of my favorites, and so I love that competition. It's so
I'm excited to put on a show for people. I'm excited to perform in freestyle, and even if I don't make it through or win the competition, I just am stoked to put what I have out on the table and get people hyped for it.
Freestyle is it's so much fun because you can see a person's personality come out. You can see their style of play and how they sink into the moment and how they interact with the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
What do you love about freestyle, like, in practicing or playing, like, in a competition? Is there a thing that you really enjoy?
I'm a dancer, foremost. And so, for me, kendama feels almost like an extension of dance. And so I really enjoy connecting those two worlds and creating something really fun and flashy and unique, and I love bringing that out on the table and people enjoying it. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting all the new people and new players and buying new things from brands I haven't seen yet. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff here.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to do all the rounds, but I know that some people brought fancy new things.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
For LVKO, I'm just most excited to like see new people, see old friends, just see the community as a whole, just come together. It's always fun just coming out to Las Vegas and just like seeing all the Las Vegas homies along with all the people just traveling into Las Vegas. It's always fun, just like meeting new people. It's always great. Just the vibes, like everyone's always gonna be playing kendama better when everyone's just collected. You're just the vibes off of each other. You're lacing tricks. It's always a good time.
Yeah, I love that the community comes together for these types of events. We come from all over, and we get to just chill together.
Exactly.
Like this is our time to kind of let loose and have fun.
You know, Las Vegas Kendama Open was my first ever kendama event, so it really holds a special place in my heart because it's where I was able to connect and finally meet and already have rapport built with people, so they just become instantly your friends, and it's just such a heartwarming thing. You know, I've been in different communities in my life, the music industry, sports communities, and there's just nothing like the kendama community. It's just so special, and it's really, really something that like feels like you're really part of something.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, I think that's what they're missing in life.
Yeah. The feeling included is so big here. I couldn't put that into words, but you're really right about that.
Just seeing everybody. That's always what makes me the most excited about events, is to see all my friends that I hardly ever get to see throughout the year. Events are the only time we get to see each other.
I think the internet community, like the way that we get to reach each other through the internet now and make friends all over the place.
Yeah.
And then get to come to something like this and connect with them in a different way.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like seeing family.
It is. That's what it feels like. I always say that kendama events are like home to me because everyone here is family.
Yeah.
Most definitely the people. Like, I was talking to someone outside who I just met for the first time. I go to all the East Coast events, obviously, because that's where I'm from, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but you meet the same people a lot, and now that I'm finally being able to come out to more West Coast events and, you know, events in Europe and all that stuff, really the number one thing I look forward to the most at any of them is just meeting the new people and just getting to see the Dama scene.
Yeah, I love a lot of the people have said that the community is really the thing that brings them together in this space, and that it's the draw of the people.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Is there something that the kendama community has given you that feels special and unexpected?
Yeah, lifelong friendships.
In your friendships that you've created here, how do you move that into like your real life? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Because at first, of course, the friendship starts through Kendama, but that's the cool thing about all of us, I feel like, is that we have that in common, so it gives us the opportunity to learn more about each other, and then you realize how much more you really do have in common, and you start to hang out and just realize that you guys would never have even met if it wasn't for Kendama, but you're so lucky that it brought you guys together.
Yeah, it's because it's our hobby, some of us it's our business, but also it's the fun thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the fun thing that we do, we're all happy when we're here.
Yeah.
It brings all the joy in us, like, even if it's work for me or a player, right?
Yeah.
It's work and you're here representing.
Yeah.
Then it's still passion.
It is.
And I love that.
I guess I would have to say it teaches me, this one's kind of an admittance, not to judge people, because I deal with a lot of people on the internet. We all do. That's mostly where we deal with most of the community. Mm-hmm. And persistence and patience.
Yeah.
It's just so important.
It is. It's the grace of trusting that everybody in the community is doing their best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and being patient and aware of all of that, you're really good at it. Like, you're really, really good at it.
Thank you.
I think just kind of the doors that it's opened and the people that I'm able to meet. I haven't had many friends that are able to be like across the states or like across the world and stuff like that. So I'm able to connect to people from like every different community. So that feels super duper cool.
Yeah, I love the connections that we get to make here at events, especially like seeing people, right? Like I get to actually meet the internet friends that I made, and it's so cool.
Yeah, it's always a nice surprise because like I don't think I would have met you in Seattle if I would have. So I see you like 4 times a year now, 5 times a year. So yeah, that's great.
I know! It's so great. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, that's a great question. One main thing is the matter of community, because it's to be expected when you go into a certain culture. But one thing that like I had struggled with back home was just trying to find people, my own people. So like I had my own tennis folk, I had my own high school friends, but I never had one centralized one that I was pretty proud of.
Yeah.
And now the Kendama community, I get so excited when I get to show off my friends on like Instagram or something. Like Tyler Barnhouse, for example, like I love showing my like people who I'm like meeting for the first time his tricks, my tricks, all of my friends' tricks. It's like it's a fun culture that I enjoy and I'm able to show off.
It's so much fun to have excitement and share that excitement with people who are just as excited as you.
Yeah.
Like the back and forth that you get is so electric.
It's authentic too. You get hyped over the same exact things. It is like it's the most natural way to be part of something too.
Yeah, I love that.
I think that just the attention that they play to our products, the things that we produce, and hearing the joy that it brings them to play with them and experience these new things is really fun for me.
Yeah, I love that we bring people fun. Like when they play our tamas, they have a good time. Mm-hmm. Like they're seshing. It's an actual tama to play, but it's fun, and the response about that has been really heartwarming to like and unexpected.
Yeah,
I totally get that. I often, like, when I think about telling people that I go to Kendama competitions and they're like, you spend so much time and effort doing this thing, that's wild. And I'm like, well, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you do for, right? Like, if you're not having a thing that makes you so joyful, like Kendama makes me joyful, right? Like, what are you doing with your life?
Everyone's got to have some kind of outlet in that way. Like, whether it be art, that's kind of something I realize it's a whole other form of expression. At the beginner intermediate level that I'm at right now, I don't know how well I'm like throwing together combos and really artistically expressing myself, but coming and watching these pros play and flow and stuff, it's like, I don't know, it's like dancing, it's like art.
Yeah.
The number one thing that speaks to mind is confidence. I think I've spent like a long time in my past life before Kendama being like not very confident because I wasn't really sure about who I was, what life was all about and all that stuff. But Kendama can just be like a simple way to figure out like not only can you be good at Kendama, but you can be good at making them or conversing or competing or even just hanging out with people or talking on a podcast and not stuttering.
Yeah.
Yes. So all those things are like what has kind of given me confidence, and those all come from Kendama and the community. And
yeah, I think I had a similar experience. Like saying I'm an artist before I was a Kendama artist always felt really hard because I didn't know what I was measuring up to. Right? I'm like, oh, I'm not this big or this popular. And it was scary and it made me insecure. And the Kendama community feels secure in a way that's like a warm hug.
I agree.
Like, I don't need them to buy everything I make, but the love that I get from the community,
100%.
Yeah, is really where it's
I
at.
couldn't agree more. So that's what keeps me doing it, because this stuff is hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's really hard.
Support. 100%. My first in-person event ever was only a couple years ago. It was Battle at the Border 2022. And I didn't really know anyone. I knew a handful of people. I didn't have any direction. I just went to the event. I competed for my first time. Got smushed immediately. But now I just feel like I know so many people. And I am so busy in the best way. I'm working when I go to events now with all the photography and just connections that are made, and so it's the best. I love feeling productive and feeling like a part of something.
Yeah, I love that too. Being busy feels good in a really dopamine, exhilarating way.
Yeah.
Because I'm so happy
Yeah.
to see someone, to find a new product that I love.
Yeah.
To see a new creative venture pop up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And so having that growth in the community and the support from the people in it has been really phenomenal.
It has been, yeah. I can't thank everyone enough for all the support, for everything. I just showed up and started taking photos one day, and it's changed my whole life. It really has.
We love your photos.
Thank you. I love to do them.
The Kendama community is the first community that I've ever gotten to a point where whenever you go to a new community or an event where you don't know a lot of people, whether that's a family thing or a significant other's family thing, or you're new to a community, it's I get super uncomfortable being around a whole bunch of people I don't know, right? Yeah. And just recently, within the past year or two, was the first time where I was traveling to events and going to events in other states and feeling totally welcomed and comfortable and not nervous or anxious. So that's something that I definitely didn't know was possible. You know? And so I would say that that's what's special that I've got from the community.
I was just talking about how I'm usually a very anxious person meeting new people, and being here, I feel included in a way that it doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
I get to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that I get to be who I am in this space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I feel like the community and also just Kendama in general has given me, it's a nice way to socialize with people, because I feel like, I always need to be moving in some sort of way. So socializing and talking and everything where I'm just sitting there is just very boring and uncomfortable for me. So having something like this that I have in common with everybody while socializing is just, it's nice. So that I don't get bored so I can just have something to do while I'm doing everything with people.
I love doing art, so like I always do the burns and stuff while I'm here, and it's easier for me to talk to people when I have a thing to do.
Yeah.
When I'm like, oh, I'm doing a thing, but also I get to like interact or interface with someone. It's easier on my nerves.
Yeah, I agree.
Through the community, I've met a lot of interesting people. Like we all share the same passion for Dama, same love for Dama. But there's so many people that just have so many other passions alongside Dama that like I get to like learn about and stuff. And like some of them I find interesting enough where it's like, shoot, I've been like thinking about trying that, and maybe I'll try it now because I have someone that I can talk to about it, and like someone who can like help me like intro my way into this new like activity.
I love that. Like learning about what people's real life is so much fun.
Kendama people are literally the coolest, and everyone comes from different realms, and you find new realms because of it. Like, you can know a person as a skater, but also as a Kendama player. But, like, you can know a person like Brett, who's, like, a filmmaker first and foremost, and just has Kendama as a side passion. But then all those worlds end up meshing together, and you end up with really cool stuff and a really, really nice knit community.
Yeah, it is so true that we all have individual strengths outside of Kendama that overlap with what we do here. Just like Kendama is an extension of dancing.
Yeah.
Like, Kendama is an extension of filmmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's beautiful. Can you tell me what Dama you're seshing right now?
Ooh, okay. I actually just got this new setup going. It is a Shibui Soul from Soul Kendamas. It's a nice little purple one. Purple's my favorite color. And I got this new locked Ken. And I'm really excited with the 365 string. I'm ready to sesh this. It's brand new, ready for the weekend.
Yeah, the purple on the purple is a really nice touch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right now I'm playing this Cherry Deadbolt
Nice.
with the Stitch FC.
The Dama I'm seshing right now is a hand-turned quad Ken. I know I'm showing it off to a non-existent camera right now with the new laced Dama ISR collab Dama.
I am using the Accent 2 hybrid with a Soul Sulab collab.
Right now I am seshing a bevel-boosted yellow Soul Lab on top of a prototype from Lock Studios.
Oh.
Right now, I'm seshing my Kush-cleared Keelan Tama.
Keelan!
Yeah, he did such a good job with him. The line work that he does is so fantastic and also very fun.
Yeah. Also, shout out Kush Clear.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to say?
Keep playing Kendama. Don't ever stop playing to everybody out there. And if you're a girl listening, we need more of you out there to spread some Kendama love because we need more women out here.
Woo! Yeah. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. This is awesome. If you're at LVKO or an event scene, Snarkle Rock's booth, come get a little podcast in.
Yeah, we're doing a whole marathon. Thank you.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey through the voices of our community at LVKO. We hope that you enjoyed the discussions, stories, and shared love for Kendama that brought us together. This episode was all about celebrating the strength and vibrancy of our Kendama community, and it wouldn't have been possible without every single one of you who stopped by the Squawk Box. Your stories and insights truly made this experience unforgettable. Remember that this is just the first part of our two-part finale. Our final episode, recorded at the Sunday Park Jam, is coming out soon and is packed with even more of your favorite people who make great words happen. Before we go, I just want to share a fact about prairie dogs. Prairie dogs live in a small family group within a much larger colony. They build extensive underground dwellings, share food, groom each other, and communicate with intricate barks to convey detailed information. In many ways, it's just like our community. We may have our own small groups and clubs, but together we form a vibrant, interconnected family. We share our skills, support each other, celebrate together, and have fun. We also bark sometimes in order to convey detailed information. A huge thank you once again to all our guests for joining us. Here is everyone who shared their voices with us, and until next time, keep your kendamas close and your community closer.
Frank Coda. I go by Tom Chill.
Tyler Barnhouse.
Zach Fernando, or I also go by Zachy.
Lyndon Whalen.
Victoria.
John Tokunaga.
Trace Malem.
Cody Bates.
Tennessee Bray.
Jacob Crawford.
Seth Niimi.
Nate Burridge. My Instagram is Nerge.
Dave Navarro.
Taylor Craig. I go by Tay.
Rhea Smith.
Michael Joseph Reeves, also known as MJR.
Jack Oates.
Jerome Morales.
Snarkle Talks is brought to you by Kellie Kawahara Niimi, generally in charge of things and speaker of many words. Seth Niimi, producer and probably not imaginary co-host. And Ray Maxwell Ross, producer, sound editor, and goblin.
Okay, well,
Cool.
we got that. How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
Next question.
Okay, bye.